it's going to become expensive. There are no two ways around. It's not cheap no more. Morning, Daphne. It is not cheap anymore, right? They're dividing up the fees. You have separate filing fees. Yeah, I people are going to really have to dig deep in their pockets. But everything has gone up. So how could we not expect USCIS to increase their fees? You go in the supermarket, even water, what you could have gotten for 99 cents pre-COVID, it's now the cheapest water is like $2 something. Yeah, and I'm referring to the gallon size. So prices, some prices in the supermarket have gone up by 100%, right? And this is an agency where 95% of their fees comes from the application and the other 5% comes from the government. So this is it's nearly like the post office. It's a fee-based government entity where the fees they collect support the agencies. Yeah. So what you'll find also is they're also revising some of the processing times with the increased fees. But one of the difficulty with the premium processing times that they are revising, right, is that they are now moving it from calendar days to business days. And anyone who knows the difference between business days is Monday through Friday, calendar days is the 7 days of the week. So if they're moving this with their premium, their processing times, right? You're revising the premium processing times to move from calendar days to business days. In effect, that premium processing is going to take longer because once you move something from from calendar days to business days, you are cutting out Saturdays and Sundays in any of your processing times, and this is going to slow up things, right? Now, for people who like to, you pay with your credit card, and when you pay with your credit card, you like to go back and you like to dispute the charge. Immigration has now revised it because let's let's get real. Some people will make the payment with a credit card, and then the person who you get as a spouse is not who you want, or the relative that you file for piss you off. So here you go now with the credit card company because you want back your money, right? Because you know immigration is not going to give you the money. So you call the credit card company, and here it is that you are disputing the charge. Immigration is now saying that for these payments, are people who like to dispute, right? This payment now is not subject to you doing a chargeback. You're not gonna be able to dispute it, right? So what's going to happen? All these forced refunds that you're seeking to do, after they have done their work and they have processed their application, if you are now bitter at the end and you decide that you don't want them to get the money and you want to call a credit card company and dispute it, you can no longer do so with the credit card payments, right? Everything now is at their discretion, whether or not you decide that you're paying it, you want to dispute it, it's up to them. So you don't have that luxury anymore to just call the credit card company and think that you're gonna dispute the immigration fees and your credit card company is going to release it. And believe me, this is taking effect April 1st. And I can guarantee you this, all these forms, right? Especially the credit card processing fees, I can guarantee when you charge on your credit card, whether you're doing it in the paper format or you're doing it online, they're going to revise these forms to prevent you from disputing it. Everything now is at their discretion. So for people who at the end of the day become very bitter because the person who you thought you were filing for is in fact not the person who you got when either they get the papers or they landed in the country, That's not going to be your problem. You cannot look to seek to get back that money because you know immigration is not going to give you a refund for your bitter goods. Yeah. So some people sidetrack this and decide they're going to dispute it with the credit card company. This is not going to work out for you because you can no longer dispute this. Everything is at their discretion. And I'm going to remind you, you're dealing with government. And that discretion is not very broad in being favorable to you, right? All right. So the adoption process has been revised. One of the good things about this revision that's taking place on April 1st is that they have widened the fee exemptions. So for those of you who are just tuning in, good morning. This morning we're focusing on the increase in fees. Morning, June. Good morning, Zalita. Good morning, Max. Yeah. So what's happening is the fees are increasing. Don't forget to like the live. Don't forget to share the live with someone who you think may benefit from this information. But the fees are going up. Simple. And a lot of the latitudes that you had before, you're no longer going to have this, right? So, for example, if you send in a payment and it is dishonored by your bank, they are making their note. They don't care why it's dishonored. They don't care that, let's say, probably your bank account got shut down and the check you wrote bounced because could be some thief went into your account and your account got shut down. For them, any check that they are not able to collect on, the reason that they're putting is insufficient funds. That's it. They didn't get their monies, so it's insufficient funds. That's the reason that they attach to your file. And this is why I tell my clients, I don't like when you pay with cash. Yeah. I don't even like the credit cards, to be honest. Bring a money order because money orders, what you have to understand, is like cash. So once it is delivered, once it's within their possession, it's as if they have received cash. So I just think it's a negative connotation on your file that you're sending in monies and they don't care why the check didn't cash. Yeah. For them, it's going to be noted insufficient funds. That's why your payments did not go through. All right. Now,